Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. Now, when we left off, I didn't need to do this siege again. Yeah, something happened, and I don't really want to go into it, but the fact is that my audio was not recorded. So, yes, it was basically just a siege, and a couple of other amazing things actually happened, and it was kind of sad, actually. Because I went to go and edit it, and there was no commentary at all. So that was good. So I'm re-recording this, and yeah, we actually took the arbor, if you can believe it. Yeah, we actually took the arbor without too many difficulties, and I'll show you why we were able to take it. But I'm going to retreat for now, because we were actually doing a pretty good job there. As you can see, we did actually lose quite a few archers, but we killed 36 of them, which is okay. I killed 27 of them myself. I actually ran out of arrows, which is kind of sad, but it's okay. Let's just rearm ourselves, and then we'll be heading in again. But there's a bunch of things going on in the world. I will show you afterwards, but basically a lot of war declarations going on in Essos, as we have already come to know, of course. And I found that the best way to take the arbor, at least for me right now, is to place our archers in this small little, sort of, what is it? Small little archery nest on the boat, and place all of our other forces down in the sort of regular deck, I suppose you could say, and then just pelt the enemy from here. And that's basically it. That is basically it. Obviously, that is all very fine and dandy because, well, you do have to be a little bit careful about being shot. It has happened before, where I have gotten shot multiple times in the head, and, well, it hasn't really gone too well. So, yes, I'm just standing up here trying to headshot as many of them as I can, and that's basically it. I think that if you're trying to take the arbor, apart from, I have read your comments regarding this, apart from starving them out, which would be a much safer way to do this, because I don't think there are going to be any vassals around here willing to actually, well, turn up and defend. So, yeah, I think that actually starving them out would be a really, really good idea, but I don't really have the time to do that. I've only been waiting here for 3 days, and I think that, well, doing anything like that and starving them out would take way too long for my liking, and I think that taking it with a siege is actually really cool, and I actually really like sort of figuring out a way to do it, because obviously in regular sieges and things like that, where you have a sort of normal castle layout, it's kind of just brute force, isn't it? It's kind of just brute force. You don't really have to use any strategy or any kind of tactic, or you don't have to employ your units in any particular fashion. It's not very, you know, it's not very dynamic at all. Whereas this, it's kind of like, okay, you definitely have to use your archers. You definitely have to make good use of your archers. And of course, the one thing you do need to do is bear in mind that if, as one of you suggested, if you have some crossbowmen, apparently you can actually make that work as well. Because apparently crossbowmen are extremely powerful, as we all know, because they have crossbows, of course. And they would, of course, then be able to... Oh no. I'm being focused. They would then be able to actually hit the archers a lot more accurately than our archers would be able to, because of course their power and their range is a lot better. So there is that to consider too. I'm actually just trying to take out all those guys up there, and there's even more along the walls here. I'm getting a bunch of headshots and things, but I don't know whether it's going to really make much difference. I mean, I'm just trying to take out as many of the archers as possible. That's basically all I'm trying to do here. I'm not sure whether we'll be able to, but it seems like it's working quite nicely. I'm gonna just walk this way and see if we can actually... prevent ourselves from dying. Well, that yes, okay, well. And you know what the hilarious thing about that is? He didn't stumble. He didn't stumble off the ladder. He should have stumbled off the ladder. I don't know why you didn't do that, Elias. You should have given the forces, our offensive forces, some morale benefits. Yes, that would have been really nice. Ah, well, there we go. I suppose that is going to happen, isn't it? And I was literally just trying to save myself from dying there, because I was pretty low HP, And how many archers do they actually have here? They have a huge amount, don't they? Okay, well, we're going to have to retreat once more, but it's okay. Because we only lost 6 that time. We are losing a little bit less each time, and I killed... Well, technically I killed myself, so I wounded one. Is that literally what it says there? Because I don't think the enemy vassal was there. No, the enemy vassal was not here, so I killed myself, basically. That's what the one wounded was, which is absolutely hilarious in itself. So, that's great. Oh, 3 towers was taken from House Targaryen again. Oh, okay. I thought that had already happened, but apparently not. Okay, so let's lead our soldiers in an assault once again. Apparently I can't rest up any more than I already have because I have built the ladders, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. Now, how many do they have remaining? Well, they have a lot more than 100, that's for sure, so I guess the one thing that we can do is just continue with this tactic and try our very best to eliminate as many of their archers as possible, because their archers are the main reason why this is actually difficult. If they didn't have archers, or if this wasn't this kind of layout, then this would be many, many times more easy, wouldn't it? Many times easier. Yes, exactly. So there's a nice headshot, and I'll now be... Why are you... Oh, are you serious? Come on now. Are you serious? Come on, get out. Get. No, I don't want to fall in the water again, please. Thank you very much. Get over there. Okay, so yes, I'm going to cut away and see if I can weaken the garrison a little bit more. Alright, so we have rested for some time, we have bombarded them a little bit more, and I think they now have a minority of archers, so we should be able to take this without too many difficulties. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of arrows actually coming our way, which is obviously not great. I'm a little bit worried about that, but yes, hopefully we'll be able to now take it, or at least launch some sort of offensive against them. They still have a huge amount of archers, wow. Okay, I'm kind of impressed. Kind of impressed. Not entirely sure what they were doing. Maybe they... Did they recuperate or something while I was resting here? I don't think so. Don't think that's possible, but... Let's just try and see if I can eliminate this small group, and then we'll see what we can do about maybe charging in. That might be nice. That might be nice. Come on! Yes, there's a nice headshot. There we go. Okay, so... Let's try and shoot those guys over there. Yes. Come on. There we go. Take out that pikeman, and now if I can just take out those archers up there, then we might actually have a chance at actually just charging straight on in there and not having too many casualties, because these guys, as you can plainly see, are very, very accurate for being so far away. It's kind of annoying. Come on. Yes, there we go. Another elite being killed. Okay, yes, there's a nice headshot there. Okay, so... Do you think we should charge in? I don't know. That's the thing. Charging in is very, very dangerous, because if we then end up losing, which is quite probable, because as you can see they actually do have some spikes at the bottleneck over there, and those spikes can prevent us from entering the small little, I don't know, barricade thing that they have there, so it's kind of a little bit worrying. But I guess we could try our very best. So, I think we might actually be charging in. Come on now. Can I not just kill this one guy and then... Okay, well, what about focusing that guy instead then? Yes. There we go. Okay, fine. So, let's do it, shall we? Okay, so we have Drollo and... Well, Lineria has actually been eliminated, but she's done a very, very good job as time has gone on. I'm going to tell our archers just to charge it. Whoa, this guy is... filled with arrows. Do you see this? He's just filled with arrows. That is hilarious. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna just tell our archers just to stand here. I was just trying to charge them just to get out my way. And we're now gonna see if we can make a good go of things. It seems as though we've already... Wow. Our infantry and cavalry are extremely fast. Okay. They seem to have already reached the enemy's forces, which is kind of amazing. I thought they were just going to be exiting the ship by the time we... got around to it, but apparently no. Apparently we could just... Yes, come on. Yeah, kill them. Yes, there we go. Oh, finally, third person. Oh, it's much easier. It's much easier. What? What happened here? All of their infantry's been killed? All of their infantry has been killed. I have no idea how that happened. Did they charge out? Wow, it seems as though their infantry actually charged out of the bottleneck, and that has literally forfeited any chance they had of inflicting major casualties upon us, because they literally could have just stood there and their archers would have been easily able to inflict very, very bad damage to us. So I'm kind of surprised. I'm very, very surprised. Okay, well, apparently these guys are going to suffer the wrath of headshots. Yes, there we are. And wait, there's one more. Where's the other? Is he over here? Where is he? Oh, he's up there. I see. Get him. Yes, there we go. We got him, and oh, there we go. That was the last enemy unit. Wow, I can't believe it. Okay, well, there we go. We actually did take the arbor. Took a little bit of time, obviously, but I feel as though this is worth it. This is more than worth it. And we're going to take all of these rescued prisoners, thank you very much, and I'll try and take these as well. I did actually try to sell a couple of prisoners. I think I managed to sell about 70 or so, but obviously that wasn't really great, but yes. Now, I am going to try and request that this be awarded to us, because I kind of feel like this is a really amazing castle, and I would love to be able to actually show a siege defense here. If I can show a siege defense here, then that would just be amazing, because I don't think anyone in the entirety of this game would be able to actually take this. I say, as a fellow actually decides to siege it. Okay, well, apparently he's going to try. Well, I'd like to see him succeed. It's going to be very hard. Alright, so after resting here for some time and being awarded a fief in the form of Night Song, yeah, we actually did get awarded Night Song by Aegon himself. I'm actually kind of surprised, because I would have expected him to, well, give it to someone else. I'm actually kind of a bit weirded out by that, because we do have a bunch of new vassals, and it would be maybe a good idea for him to provide them some property, so that at the very least we will then be able to field bigger armies and have more vassals under our command and things like that. Well, technically it's not our command, but still, I think that would be kind of nice. So yes, now we are going to witness the absolute slaughter that is a bunch of units without shields attempting to take the arbor against an overwhelming force of archers. Technically they're not overwhelming though now, because if you recall, I used to have about 60 or so elite Targaryen longbowmen, and now I don't have those anymore. You know why? Because of the arbor, yes. A fencing against a fencing? Yes, a fencing. What about a walling? Yes, a walling, a fencing? Yeah, okay, never mind. Yes. Forming an offensive force against the arbor and attempting to take it over and over is very, very bad for your archer's health. And as a result, I lost about 30 of them in total. So I now only have about 25 or something along those lines. So yeah, it's kind of a bit sad. It's kind of a bit sad, but that's just how it is. And we are dealing insane damage thanks to the 50% damage bonus. I mean, look at that. 234 damage with a headshot. And I'm pretty sure you can get even more. It depends on which unit you shoot, obviously, and how close they are and everything. But that is pretty insane, if I do say so myself. And literally, normal shots to the body are doing 111 damage and one-shotting them, which is insane. Absolutely insane. So, yeah, this is... Wow, 239 damage. Wow, look at that. Yeah, so this is the... this is what's going to be happening to these Dothraki units. Oh, Brynden has advanced. Oh, thank goodness, really. I very much needed him to get another level. That was very annoying for him to not be able to actually get experience. It actually would have been an idea for me to actually play Brynden in this defense, because him having 50% damage bonus and being able to use his crossbow here, that's pretty awesome. Also, oh yes, I don't think I mentioned, but I actually did give Brynden a new crossbow. So his new crossbow has, I think, 20 more damage than his old one, but it doesn't allow him to use it on a horse. So I suppose that's the main reason why it does that much more damage. But it is just in general much better. So I'm very, very happy about that. And apparently that's it. That is Ko Zolo. Is it Zolo? I think so. Ko Zolo, he is about to be eliminated. And there's only a couple more skirmishers remaining. And I'm going to walk along the wall, because that's what I do. Oh yes, look at that. There we go. Going to walk along the wall, and that guy's dead. And we have succeeded very easily in defending the arbor. This is exactly what I mean. Anything that decides to attack this, maybe a bunch of knights. Maybe a bunch of knights would have actually made a difference, because these guys didn't have shields. But as you can see, we killed 45. Pretty amazing number. Kozolo. It was did manage to escape, which is kind of sad, but we do now get to capture a bunch of his warriors as well, and that will in turn give us quite a bit to sell, which is always nice. So I'll just take all of those items there, and now we're going to wait here for some time and just see what happens, because we might actually get a couple more enemies heading here, and I would be very interested to see whether we'll be able to defend this against a vassal that actually has units with shields. It might not happen, but maybe it will. Alright, so we do actually have another vassal attempting to take the arbor, but obviously this is a complete foregone conclusion, because they are attempting to take it with 57. I don't know where they get their courage, to be honest. I mean, literally. 57? Like, okay, yeah, you have shields this time, but I don't think this is actually gonna make much difference. I don't think so. Oh, they are actually wildlings as well. Okay, well, that might be the reason, because they are maybe unnecessarily brave. I think they are probably unnecessarily brave here, because literally most of their units don't even have shields either, so yeah, it's gonna be a slaughter, isn't it? It's going to be one of those. So, yeah, I guess all I can do is end this episode off here, and next time we are going to hopefully see what Aegon decides to do, by whether he's going to give this to us, and who the next marshal is going to be as well. I think it could be kind of cool if we would gain the marshalship title once again, as I think I've learned a little bit from Gerald Dane, and I think we're actually going to try this time when we're the marshal, if we actually do become it. But anyway, that is yet another siege defense victory, very easy. And with that, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.